Hey everybody, Iceman50 here. So you can see the old Franks out here. We got a lot of parts to look at and tools. If you look behind me, we got all sorts of stuff. Let's get you in here. We'll show you what's next for old Frank, and we'll go from there. Yeah, Frank's going under the knife. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, the last time we saw old Frank, I had the carburetor on here, gas tank. We got the knockoff Kian 40, CV40 working, and this is pretty much how it's been, right? Now I can tell you that the front end's been wonky. You can see here, this lower triple tree isn't meant for this frame. It's all in the way. It's the wrong front end. Well, at least the wrong triple tree. And you know, we've done a bunch of work on that, and it just ain't right. The last time me and Mr. J rode this thing, we both thought we were gonna tip it over. So something's not right there. And then of course, you know, as I've explained to you guys, this is a 1977 frame. This is a 1973 motor. This is why we've had to run the forward controls, is because the frame doesn't have the stuff I need. One thing it doesn't have is you can't. Okay, so here's the cross shaft right here, right? Because this is a left-hand brake unit. Obviously, you can see there's no bushing in there. I got a whole show on how I drilled that out and did that. And then there's really no provisions for foot pegs down here, right? So the solution was to redo it all. So a couple weeks ago, me and Mr. J, Easy Rider, we went and picked up a whole new front end. And then yesterday, we went to Peoria, yeah. And then yesterday, we went to Racine, Wisconsin, and we picked up a 71 frame. We'll turn around here, and here you can see the dual disc 38 millimeter front end. Now this one's for Sportster. We're gonna have to get rid of the cups. I've got all new cups and bearings and everything, but you can see that it's got the right accoutrement over here. It's got the tab for the lock, which is here. You can see it. It's here, but not on this guy. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be over here. So we got all that. I bought this entire setup, the front end and a 21-inch wheel for $500. That guy is a 19. That guy is a 21. So that, hopefully that's going to solve our issues with the front end driving all weird, steering. And so here's up my new 71 frame. So you can see that it looks different up here. There's some different brackets, like this has been booger welded on there. I'm pretty sure this is where the seat goes. If you look back there, yeah. So obviously, see, this is where the seat mounts, the front of the seat, and then it sits back here. And it'll be the same thing over here. The front seat's going to sit here, and then it'll mount back here. So we're gonna have to cut this off. This is the mount appropriate for the year. This is for like Fat Bob tanks or something. This bracket was booger welded on here, and it's to hold, you know, the split gas tanks. So that's gonna go bye-bye. I don't know about this. I don't know if this is, I think this is part of the Fat Bob stuff. I think this is part of the tank stuff, right? So all that's gonna go away. And here's the key. A lot of people have been asking me, why won't it work? Why doesn't that frame work with that motor? It's because I didn't have these pegs. You see, this is a whole cast piece, right? And it's, you know, the tubes come into it and then they're welded here. And it's right at your kickstand level, right? Everything else I don't care about. It's that these provisions are here, and it has the bushing tube for the cross shaft. Because if you look over here, well, obviously there's an engine here, but you saw where kickstand is, there's nothing on that frame. So that's why we had to use the forward controls. Now with this setup, I've got the bag right here for an extra 60 bucks. The guy threw in some foot pegs. Let me get that going here. So it sits something like, this might be the wrong one, the wrong side. It probably is. But at least it gives you an understanding of, now the brake rod comes out and it comes out here. It's a long brake lever, and it kind of sits like over here, right? So I may have these backwards or whatever, but it's the same thing on the other side. So having this frame allows me to use the, stock foot peg locations and everything. Now the cool part about this frame is it came with a swing arm too. Full chrome swing arm. This is the disc or the drum brake swing arm. He also gave me a you can see fits 60, 70, 78 XL. This is chain guard. You can see this one's kind of gross. My chain guard is brand new, right? I bought just about everything. See, brand new, shiny, right? So hopefully between this front end, and this is I don't know, it's an earlier year front end. This is a 71 frame. I have a bill of sale for the frame. And I also have the struts or whatever, but we're not going to use those because mine are brand new. So the other thing that I did last week was fix my seat. Remember I told you, if you'd seen it, this guy was missing a bolt hole. So I ordered some what do you call them? Not time certs, the other one, Helicoil. So we ordered some Helicoil kits, and we punched in 5/16 Helicoil. So I already, I put the spring back on this one. So I did that because this is a nice seat. This is a $200 seat. I forget the brand name. It's on here somewhere. If I look real close. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can read this. Oh, it's like a De Rossi, I think. I looked this up before. It's a $200 seat. I got this for 60 bucks off a Facebook Marketplace, and I just love the patina on it. So it was like, okay, we got to fix this seat. So we did that, and then that is here. We'll move some of our other stuff that we got. So one of these kits, and I think it's this one, is the one that I used. Let's see here. See if we can get this open. Yeah. Okay. So this is this Billet Tools SAE thread repair kit. You can see I use the 5/16 right there, and they give you all the pieces, the tools, the drill bit, everything. This is only like 30 bucks on Amazon. I'll leave links to the stuff I got on Amazon here later. Let's see. Okay, so we got that, and then remember, I take my YouTube money and buy tools. So last time I was at Harbor Freight, I got us a professional hex bit socket set, Icon brand, right? And this is all the SAE. And then I also went and bought the Metric, right? So I got that. These were not cheap. Like I said, I'll leave some links. So I got the standard thread repair. This one's just a Metric kit. That was also like 30 bucks. I got a 18-piece off-handled T-set wrench set because I was tired of trying to use just regular Allens to get into places. So we got that. And for like $12, come on, frame laid on it. I got, a year ago they started selling these and they sold out quick as these just little US General mini toolboxes. You've seen these? I think with the discount that I got and this one being red, it was like $10. If you need a little mini toolbox or want to put it in your truck or whatever, that's pretty cool. And the last thing I saved up for was this. Let's bring it over here. And you're like, what is it? This. Oh, if I can not drop all the batteries and everything. Hang on, let me get her open. You gotta love these plastic clamshells. Is a digital torque wrench. So I got this off of Temu for like 60 bucks. We'll see how it is. Was a C-Sill or whatever. So you know, because I don't have a digital one. I like the ones that beep at you. You know, I got a real nice snap-on. Grunkle Billy bought me a real nice snap-on torque wrench. But, you know, digital torque wrenches are nice too. So that's all the tools and everything. You know, the plan, I don't know if I'm going to clean up the swing arm or not. We'll have to look, because mine's in much better shape. All right, everybody, so that's the plan. You can see we're going to take the winter now and strip old Frank down buck naked. We're going to pull off that. I got to basically 98%, right? Oh, I got one more thing. Hang on. It's in my box of stuff. Right over here. We got it right here. Let me pull it out and we'll show you what we got. This is the last thing that I got because I wasn't happy with the 5-inch headlight. Here, let me bring the camera. I'll come up to the camera. Okay, this is a 7-inch headlight. You guys see that? Yeah, look at how big that is. That's what she said. So we're going to be replacing the, let's move it up closer and see how it looks. We're going to be replacing this 5-inch headlight with a 7-inch headlight. So we'll put that there. And oh yeah, yeah baby. Let me see, can I, oh, I tighten it on there pretty good. But you can see it's gonna, to me, that's what I wanted. It's gonna be sitting a little back farther, but it's got that big bulb, you know. Let me throw this back in the box before I drop it. All right, and since I went 7-inch headlight, I can use one of these scope arc. This is a sea light. These are the same ones I have in my truck. These are super bright. So I ordered some LED headlights that will fit. Those are just 7-inch Jeep headlights with the glass and everything. And then the light bucket was like $78 from some motor company. I'll put up all the links to everything. All right, so it's like a balmy 40 degrees outside right now. That's why I came out here, was to bring a bunch of parts. I got some boxes. You know, Christmas is in just 3-4 days here. So Merry Christmas to everybody. And I'm just trying to make room for our Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So, but yeah, I thought I'd come out here and explain, you know, what's going to happen to old Frank, and we're going to make it better than ever. And yeah, I mean, so I got to the point I told you, 98%. Now we're going back to 0%. We're literally pulling every single thing off of here and putting it onto the new frame. I got to mess with the new frame first, so you know, the next warmer day we'll come out here and we'll hack off all those things off the frame, and we'll get her ready to start putting stuff on. Like we'll bolt on the front end, and you know, we'll worry about the back end. I got to take all the tins off. I want to be very careful, obviously, because all my tins are painted now. But it's gonna be an epic project. I just wasn't happy with how this was turning out, and the forward controls are just absolute shit. You cannot ride this bike with forward controls. At least the ones I got. It's just a mess. So I'm hoping that with the new frame and the different stuff, I'm also hoping maybe I could put the kicker on the motor. We may not be able to, but that's all right. So that's about it. It's just a big show and tell. I came out here to, like I said, put some stuff away, and I'm gonna start blowing this apart. And once I'm done with the frame, I'm either gonna paint it myself, or I'm gonna have it powder coated. It just depends. We know a guy, me and Easy Rider know a guy that'll paint that frame for like powder coater for like $250. So that's probably what we're gonna do. But anyways, it's what's today, 19th or whatever, it's Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to have another video for Christmas, so I'm just going to tell everybody again, Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year. And we'll probably be back. We'll be back before New Year's. It looks like the day after Christmas is supposed to be 50. So, all right, we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, easy. Oh, one more thing, guys. We're getting rid of the electronics that I put on the bike. We're ripping it all out. I'm going simple. One of the things that the module that I bought from NWT Cyclotronics, it does the nice buttons here. You know, it gives you like the custom buttons. You don't have to use the old school shit. It's just digital. So I'm looking to get a basically a digital turn switch module that will allow me to use buttons like these, and then we can get rid of it for that. And the starting system is pretty simple. Everything else, we're going to go back to, you know, circuit breakers, and I'm going to make some kind of panel to sit where the battery goes, because my battery is kind of that thin battery. So we're going to set this all up so that we can kind of get rid of some of these stupid electronics, because I'm going to tell you that the big thing is wiring. The box itself is great, the little Cyclotronics box that I got, but the wiring is just garbage. I don't know if those guys made it on a Friday at, you know, 2:30 or what, but every single pin out of every single wire that I've messed with has come out of the crimp, and I don't want to be dealing with you know, electrical demons. So we're gonna wipe that out. I'm gonna streamline this. I already got a rough sketch plan. Oh, let me grab it, hang on. Yeah, this is like a back of the napkin schematic here. You know, there's a lot going on, a lot you guys might not understand, but, you know, I just whipped this out sitting down with a piece of paper, just, you know, figuring it out. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it better, faster, stronger than before. You know, $6 million man shit.